Yeah. What up? What up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We have another cold day out here in dirty Jersey, but we got some clear skies, blue skies, clear skies, baby. Decided just to go for a little ride out today. Haven't been on the bike for about a week and a half or so right now. It feels good to just sit on this little bad girl. It's about 45 degrees today. Sunday fun day. Go for a little stroll real quick, do a little discussion. Today we're gonna do a follow-up video to the video I had posted about 2 weeks ago. Why I don't recommend this bike to new riders. So today's follow-up video is who I recommend the Lowrider S to. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna roll the intro, we're gonna hop into it right about now. Now obviously if you're watching this video right now, it's because you are very interested in this bike. This bike, might I say, is one beauty. I love her. And she is my baby, right girl? Woo! Alright, so this topic is going to include a few things. We're going to go over a few financial stuff. We're going to go over riding skills. We're going to go over your previous riding experience and a few other things of that nature. So first things first, guys, you got to go over your finances real quick. And you got to see exactly how much you're able to afford every month, because this bike is not cheap, like I said before. And if you don't know, this bike is gonna run you around $19,000. So it is a very expensive bike. So with all that, sit down, do your finances real quick, see what you could afford every month, because you got to take into the fact that you got to pay for the bike, you got to pay for your insurance. And if you're a younger rider, if you're around 21, 22, your insurance is going to be really high. I'm 32, so my insurance isn't that bad, and I have a pretty clean riding record so far. Hopefully we keep it that way. So my insurance is not that bad, and I have full coverage and everything. All right, so on top of that, you also got to roll in your finances for your maintenance. Right away off the bat, you got to know that 1,000 miles you're gonna have to do your full maintenance with Harley Davidson, and that's gonna run you around $300 or so for this bike. $350, maybe $400. I don't know yet. I'm gonna be doing that soon because we're at 944. So soon enough I'm gonna be doing that video. I'm gonna let you guys know the breakdown of how much that cost, what exactly went into that maintenance and everything like that. So that's gonna be coming up soon, guys. So that's another thing. So 1,000 miles, your maintenance are $300 or $400. After that, you're gonna want to do a maintenance every 2,500 miles or so, just to make sure you have your clean oils in there and everything like that. So you got to count that money into it as well. So now that we went over finances, we can talk about what type of riding you're gonna be doing. So if you're a rider who's gonna be commuting every day, I definitely recommend this bike to you. It's very comfortable, especially now that I switched out the stock seat to my Saddleman seat. It's amazing. It feels really good. I haven't been commuting on it that much because obviously it's wintertime right here. It's just been 30 and 40s, and I'm not going to be riding all day with that type of weather. Another reason why I don't ride every day is because I can't ride this bike to work every day either. Where I work at, I'm not able to see it from where I'm at, and I just don't trust it. You know, I'll feel better if I'm able to see it out the window or something like that. But where I work at, it's gonna be pretty far, and it's a very public place. So I just don't feel safe just leaving this bike out there. Not even for the fact that anyone's gonna steal it. That is one factor, but people are stupid. They just wanna, they'll see a bike and they'll want to get on it and take a picture on it and stuff like that, and I just want to risk anyone, you know, putting a scratch on it or something like that. So that's that. So think about the type of riding you're going to do. If it's going to be if you're going to be commuting on it every day, yes, I recommend it. It's very, very comfortable. Gas is really good on it as well. You got your 5-gallon tank on here, which is going to give you a pretty good amount of miles. I've done around 207 miles with a full tank, and that's pretty good. If you're going to be a long distance rider where you're going to be doing really long trips and out, for those type of trips, guys, I always recommend people to go with baggers. Obviously, you're out on the road for a long time and you're going to want to pack a few things. Yes, you can add side bags to this bike. I mean, if that's your thing, if you really want this bike and you want to add bags, they have some available bags out there. They're just not that spacious, but that's one route. But like I said, I do recommend baggers for those of you guys who want to take those long rides and, you know, be going for the whole weekend and stuff like that. Let's talk about riding skill, guys. If you are a rider already and you're... Now let's talk about riding skill, guys. So, let's talk about riding skill, guys. Like I mentioned before, I do not recommend this bike for new riders. But the fact being that this bike is a torque monster, it's pretty strong, it's a pretty powerful bike, and I don't recommend it to any new rider at all. It is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. It's just my advice to you. That all does come down to the type of rider you are. Obviously, you need to be a very, very respectful rider. Respect the machine, respect the bike, know the ins and out of it, know how far you can take this bike as far as your riding style. When I decided to get this bike, it was either between this or the Street Bob for me. Street Bob is a phenomenal bike as well. Would have been happy on that bike as well. But if you do have the $4,000 or $5,000 extra to cough up, then might as well go with this. It's definitely worth it. And there's also a lot of riders. I've been getting a lot of comments down in my videos for other riders that have Street Bobs, that have Fat Bobs right now, and they want to upgrade to this bike. And I mean, hey, if you want to go from one softer to another, then go ahead, man. It's a different monster, man. It's something really, really different. So let's say, for example, it's in the Street Bob. If you're on the Street Bob right now, for some reason you're in love with this bike, you want to upgrade it, by all means, go for it. It's a different feel. I know, yes, it's a Softail, but the bike runs differently. The forks are obviously different, so the whole riding style, the ergonomics of it is very different. The way the bars are set up, way different. The seating style, way different. The tire size, everything on this bike is different, and it's gonna give you that. It's gonna give you a total different ride. Now let's talk about riders who currently don't own a Harley. Maybe you're coming off a sport bike. This bike is the bike for you. If you're coming off a sport bike, I recommend this bike. I recommend the Fat Bob for you, because it's gonna give you an aggressive feel, an aggressive ride, but with a nice relaxed feel to it. And it's like the perfect ride. I cannot wait till the springtime so we can start doing our Sunday rides again. Those destination rides, man, I miss those. Just really love the lean angle of this bike. Just feels so good. It's like a real positive feel that makes you feel, what's the word I'm looking for? It just makes you feel confident. Like, I feel very, very confident in all these corners with this bike, because it just has such a great feel to it. You're able to get really into it. This feels great. Man, this saddle mess, it feels so good. So good. So my wife asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and everything I wanted was just parts for this bike. So we'll see what we're gonna get for Christmas, and we're gonna have some install videos in a week and a half or so for Christmas, guys. So look out for that. Hopefully she gets me what I really wanted, which was the fairing. I told her I wanted the fairing. I wanted foot pegs, and I forgot what else it was. A few other things there. But we'll see. We'll have some nice little install videos coming for you guys. The bike is coming along very nice, little by little. Hopefully by the summertime, everything that I want to do to it will probably be done. Hope so. Or maybe probably like late summer into the fall time. It's a lot of things I still want to do. Boy, that feels good. Even though my hands are freezing, it just feels good to be out here riding. There's nothing like it, man. There's nothing like this. Now, you know what? I want to get into a little discussion real quick. That video that I posted where I was saying that I don't recommend this bike to new riders. I kind of want to elaborate on that a little more. When I said new riders and why I don't recommend it is because this bike is too powerful. If you're a mature person and you know for a fact that you're going to be extra cautious and you're going to be very careful and you're gonna go out there and start doing some hooligan shit with this bike, I think you might be okay as long as you're taking baby steps with it. Because me, when I first started riding, I definitely respected the bike. I wasn't going over my limits with it, if that makes any sense. I wasn't trying to do more than what I was able to handle. And I feel that's the reason why I was able to become a good rider right away as well. I mean, I've been riding for years and years on and off for the past like 10-15 years, but owning my first actual bike when I bought my Iron 883, I was able to finalize that riding style, and I feel like I was really able to master it. I'm not gonna say master it because I mean I'm not the best rider in the world. I still have a lot to learn. Everyone can get better at their riding every day, you know. But I was able to get really good on that bike because I was able to take baby steps and I was able to take my time and learn the ins and out of it. But I took my time. So if you're gonna be that type of rider who's gonna take their time learning this machine right here, I think you should be fine. But that's just my advice to you. If you're a new rider and for some reason you are gonna get this bike, you know what, go ahead, but take your time, respect the machine, and just be conscious of everything. Be conscious of the power, be conscious of all the things that this bike can do. If you do those steps, I think you should be fine. But I am gonna say that I recommend this bike to fellow riders who are already riding. This definitely be a good bike for you. Now, you know what? We're gonna go back to finances real quick. Another reason why I recommend this bike is because this bike holds its value, and I'm gonna say that because the old Lowrider S held its value really good. Even afterwards, when they stopped making that bike, prices on that bike were higher than MSRP, which is pretty crazy, and it's pretty good to know. Hopefully this bike is going to have that same type of following and follow-up, where if later down the line, if you decide to trade or sell this bike for something else, you'll be in a good place financially. Me, honestly, I don't see myself ever getting rid of this bike at all. If I ever get into the Harley, obviously is because I want a secondary Harley and it'll probably be a bagger. But I don't see myself ever getting rid of this bike at all. Like, I'm probably gonna keep this bike for the rest of my life. That's how much I love it. You guys already know that I am trying to get a sport bike in the spring or summertime. So that's gonna be a secondary bike. But if I ever do end up wanting another bike, another Harley, it'll be a bagger, and I'll be later down. So who knows, man? Maybe a year or two 2 years from now, we'll have three bikes in the garage. How awesome would that be, man? But you know what? It's only one way it's gonna happen is by you going ahead right now, smashing that like button, sharing this video. If you're new to my channel, guys, like, comment, and subscribe right now. That's gonna be it. I just wanted to give you guys a little information on who I recommend this bike to. And I hope you guys are enjoying the week. You're enjoying the day, enjoying the holidays. Thank you so much for viewing. And I'll catch you on the next one. This upcoming week, guys, we're gonna have 2 videos. One Wednesday, another one Sunday. So look out for that. If you're new to my channel, know that I upload at least 2 or 3 times a week. And as always, guys, ride safe and enjoy the ride. Peace.